HTTP. The Hypertext Transfer Protocol is an application level protocol for distributed collaborative hypermedia information system. This is the foundation for data communication for the World Wide Web. Since 1990, HTTP is a generic and stateless protocol which can be used for other purposes as well using extensions of its request method, error code, and header. Basically, HTTP is a TCP/IP based communication protocol that is used to deliver data on the World Wide Web. The default port is TCP/80, but other port can be used as well. It provides a standardized way for computers to communicate with each other. HTTP specification specifies how client request data will be constructed and sent to the server and how the server responds to these requests. Basic feature of HTTP. The basic feature that makes HTTP a simple but powerful protocol: stateless. Each request is treated as a new request. That is, both client and server forget about each other after completion of a request unless cookies, token, or session are used. Connectionless. The connection between client and server is closed after the completion of each request, making it a connectionless protocol. Media independent. Any type of data can be transferred over web using HTTP protocol as long as both the client and server specify the format using MIME types. HTTP methods. HTTP defines various methods for different actions such as get, post, put, and more. Caching support. HTTP provides support for caching, which improves the performance by storing the copies of responses and reusing them later. Basic architecture of HTTP. The HTTP protocol is a request-response protocol based on the client-server-based architecture where web, browser, robots, and search engine, etc. act like HTTP client and the web server act as a server. Client. The HTTP client sends a request to the server in the form of a request method, URI, and protocol version, followed by a MIME like message containing request modifier, client information, and possible body content over a TCP/IP connection. Server. The HTTP server responds with a status line including the message protocol version and a success or error code followed by a MIME like messages containing server information, entity meta information, and possible entity body content. HTTPS. Hypertext Transfer Protocol Secure is an extended version of the Hypertext Transfer Protocol. It is used for secure communication. In HTTPS, the communication protocol is encrypted using Transport Layer Protocol. In HTTPS, the communication protocol is encrypted using Transport Layer Security. HTTPS stands for Hypertext Transfer Protocol Secure. While HTTPS guarantees data security, the HTTP protocol does not provide data security. As a result, HTTPS can be defined as a secure variant of the HTTP protocol. Data can be transferred using this protocol in an encrypted format. In most cases, the HTTPS protocol must be used while entering bank account information. The HTTPS protocol is mostly utilized in situations when entering login credential is necessary. Modern browsers like Chrome, distinguish between the HTTP and HTTPS protocol based on distinct markings. HTTPS employs an encryption mechanism called Secure Socket Layer (SSL), also known as Transport Layer Security, to enable encryption. Difference between HTTP and HTTPS. HTTP stands for Hypertext Transfer Protocol. HTTPS stands for Hypertext Transfer Protocol Secure. In HTTP, URL begin with http://. In HTTPS, URL start with https://. HTTP uses port number 80 for communication. HTTPS uses 443 port number for communication. HTTP is considered to be unsecure. HTTPS is considered as secure. HTTP work at application layer. HTTPS work at transport layer. In HTTP, encryption is absent. Encryption is present in HTTPS. HTTP does not require any certificates. HTTPS needs SSL certificates. HTTP does not improve search ranking. HTTPS help to improve search ranking. HTTP faster than HTTPS. HTTPS slower than HTTP. HTTP does not use data hashtags to secure data, while HTTPS will have the data before sending it and return it to its original state on the receiver side. In HTTP, data is transferred in plain text. In HTTPS, data transfer in ciphertext. HTTP should be avoided. HTTPS should be preferred. Search engines do not favor the insecure website. Improved reputation of the website in search engine. HTTP does not require SSL/TLS or certificates. HTTPS require SSL/TLS implementation with certificates. In HTTP, users are worried about their data. In HTTPS, users are confident about the security of their data.